Speaking of like the, you know, similar artists though, so I've been seeing on Twitter a lot of people complaining, or not even complaining, but just reporting that the Uzi Drake song that's allegedly on Scary Hours 3, that's information from Uzi Og back in the day. Not sure how viable that information is, but we'll see. I could even see it being on Uzi's album. I could see Drake giving Uzi a feature easy. Uzi's that status. Drake definitely would give a cosign to Uzi. He's giving one to Cardi, with Cardi on his project. Although, does Drake hop on other people's projects unless it's like a Future or like a really good friend? So maybe, usually Drake puts them on his album. But anyway, so he can get like the royalties and shit. But anyway, I did get a message. I got a DMC strike on my Twitter saying this. I know a lot of other people got it as well, but I'm just saying, maybe it comes out. Because again, this is similar to what we were talking about with the ASAP Rocky Cardi thing, except the opposite. So this means that they're starting to claim these videos in publishing houses, making sure that people can't hear it, likely, or at least a higher chance now that it releases, because they don't want any of the information out, so that they could drop it and it's a surprise to all the people who haven't heard it, you know? Or it just, they cleared it from online for the people who have heard it, so they just can't ruin it, because you know how fans do, start beating off and using their vibrators in their assholes while listening to Cardi and Uzi snippets. Is everyone gonna drop out of nowhere? I would assume that if Drake and Uzi are dropping, there would be some sort of rollout. A music video would be crazy. But Cardi and ASAP, they've already collabed though. So like the cosign's already there. I feel like that's why it's more accepted to just, not accepted, that's not the word, but like they don't need to put a whole rollout behind it. Plus Cardi doesn't need to do anything with rollouts, just because anything he does, people start freaking out. Trippy really thought that song with Drake was gonna boost his sales. Yeah, because his release with Drake was so weird. It like wasn't even on the official project. You had to go to like a different version because it came like 2 days late. Drake probably even forgot about it. Was like, oh, you know, Trippy already paid for this feature. I can't even imagine what a Drake feature costs, like $1 million, or just like all the royalties from the song. But he sent it late. He probably forgot. He's probably up in Toronto doing whatever it is he does, practicing basketball, doing his insider basketball championships with his homies. But I'm serious, like I feel like he just forgot. Because usually I've heard stories of Drake sending his verses last minute, like right before the project is about to release, because Drake features are so highly coveted, right, that there can't be a chance that it gets leaked or anything, because they don't want to lose out on any money. They don't want their whole system to be compromised, right? So, but this time it was actually just fucking late, you know? Also, I feel like, you know, sometimes when you get an assignment, you actually do better finally when there's pressure. It's actually hard to do homework, or it's hard to do a project when you have too much time on your hands, because it's like there's not enough pressure on your back to actually do it. And so you're just like, you feel stupid until like the last minute, you're like zooming through that shit. But yeah, Uzi and Drake collab will be huge. It might be Uzi's biggest feature. What is Uzi's biggest feature that he's gotten? Because I feel like he's been relatively solo his whole entire career, other than people featuring, or I mean him featuring on other people's, because he just goated like that. Look at that. All of his top songs are his own. That's hard to do. A lot of other people, their top songs are like features on somebody else's, because they're giving them the platform. Let's see if top 10. All right, Scrape It Off. Who's that by? All of them, basically. What is Scrape It Off? Pusha T? What? This song's popping like that? I didn't even realize. Yeah, the Migos, Uzi, true. But Uzi featured on theirs, is what I'm saying. But yeah, that's probably Uzi's biggest song. It wasn't number one. Bad and Bougie, probably his biggest song. But if Drake gave him the feature, that'd be huge. If I was Uzi's label at that point, Don Cannon, DJ Drama, I would put a whole marketing budget behind that. Make that the single. Do a music video. Maybe do a couple interviews. Like, oh yeah, I was with Drake. Even though Uzi don't really need that. But I'm just talking about myself. If I was a rapper, Future and Pharrell. But honestly, we've talked about it before. Like, Uzi's bigger than Future. I don't care what anybody says. Future may have sold 200 whatever K on his last project, but he had 2 Drake features. Uzi sold 300K with Eternal Atake by himself. That's not cap. It's not cap. I'm talking about who like sells more currently. Obviously, Future is more goated because he's just an OG, right? Uzi is baby Future, baby Pluto. Okay, I'm not denying that. But Uzi is bigger. He's bigger. He's just bigger. He's selling more. He's selling more. Y'all are actually just delusional if you don't think that. Uzi can't do 300K ever again, Bob. I'm not denying that. But if Future didn't have Drake on his last album, you think that shit really selling that much? 200K? No. 300K bundles versus Future, no bundles counted. Uzi had 10K bundles. I don't want to hear it. Y'all can't beat me in this argument. Uzi is bigger. Like, literally, just numbers wise, he is currently a more popular artist. It is a fact. It is a fact. Future, let's check it out. Biggest song, Drake. Biggest song on Drake's album is a feature. Mask Off for sure. Mask Off, Future was popping, but that was literally in 2016. All these songs are features, bro. Life is Good, Drake. Pushing P, that's Gunna. I'm on One, Drake. Half of these songs are Drake, bro. I don't want to hear it. Future, and obviously monthly listeners doesn't dictate too much. Actually, he beats Uzi with monthly listeners, but again, it is manipulated by the Drake features. Of course, like, just Drake adds hundreds of millions of streams. Pink Tape selling 90K. Shit, I hope not. I hope not. That would be unfortunate for Uzi. People would definitely be disrespecting him after that. Damn, people are really disrespecting Uzi here, saying 100, 150K. Honestly, I could see like 150K. But as Don Cannon said, they don't really care about sales like that. But I feel like at a certain point, you have to care about sales, or else you're just going to get, the narrative is going to be pushed too far to the fact that you fell off. Not saying he did, but like, the people are going to call him mid and like fell off. And then people who hadn't listened to the album, who were thinking about it, and then they see a tweet or whatever saying like, oh, it only sold 90K, whereas last album he sold 300K. People can be like, oh shit, Uzi's trash or whatever. So then they're not going to listen to it, which fucks it all up, you know? So that would be very unfortunate if he actually didn't sell. If I were them, look, we're not talking about quality right now. Because again, all these labels, they know how to fucking manipulate the data. Shit, go to China, even though the economy's crashing, so maybe even cost less in China. Buy your albums for fucking $5 a piece. I don't know. Or like, go on your iPhone, stream the fuck out of that, bought that shit so that you get over 200K. Then everybody will shut the fuck up. Who is bigger, Uzi or Cardi? Come on, Uzi's bigger. Uzi's bigger. 100%. Cardi's like has obviously a cult fan base, but Uzi is just like more mainstream.